Hi, and thank you for watching or listening to Targeted West. Our website is targetedwest.com. My name is DJ Chris. I'm the moderator. I also suffer from V2K and synthetic dreams every night, V2K day and night. And I started a podcast, and this is it. So I'm glad you're here. The opinions of our guests are that of their own, not that of Targeted West or DJ Chris. Tonight we have a guest that has a website that he'll be talking about. The website is targetedarmy.org, and this is show number 191. It's 12/14/2025. And without further ado, let me say hello to Targeted Army. How are you?
Hey guys, doing well. Thanks for having me on. I'm really honored to be here and to speak with all of you. Do I have time to go ahead and speak, or is there anything more you'd like to add?
You're ready to go. Yes, go ahead.
All right. My name is Maxis Richards, and I'm the founder of TargetedArmy.org. But before I tell you about what I build, I want to tell you who I am because I think it matters. I'm one of you. I'm a targeted individual. I've been targeted for 5 years. I've been under nonstop assault. And when I say nonstop, I mean nonstop. Heavy V2K, images projected into my mind, constant emotional manipulation, the most vile sexual content you could think of. They've tried everything to break me. And for a while it worked. The program made me homeless. I lost everything. I was on the street for years, being attacked around the clock with no one who understood what was happening to me. If you've been through that, and I know some of you have, you know how dark it gets. You know what it's like to have your own mind turned into a weapon against you. But I got back on my feet. I rebuilt my life just recently, in the last 6 months, and I decided that I wasn't going to survive like this. I was going to fight back, not just for me, but for others as well. So here's what makes my situation a little different. I have 25 years of experience as a software developer, 25 years of building databases, web applications, automation systems, integrating AI, real professional programming experience. And when I looked around at the community, I saw something missing. We have researchers, we have activists, we have people documenting evidence and writing articles and speaking out. That's all important work. But we didn't have anyone building real tools. We didn't have a programmer. So I became that person. I built Targeted Army because I built what I wished existed when I first realized what was happening to me. I wish there was a place where I could connect with others who understood. I wish there were tools that made it easy to contact Congress, to file FAO requests, FOIA, to organize and take action. I wish there was a community that wasn't just about sharing stories, but about fighting back together. None of that existed, so I built it. I worked on the platform for 24 hours a day for months. I'm not exaggerating. This is my mission now. I built tools that helped automate what I was doing. I've sent probably over 100 letters to every entity you could think of. I've made hundreds of phone calls to Congress. I've filed numerous FAO requests. I've sent tens of thousands of emails. And I've built tools to automate that now. If you've not had a chance to check it out, please go ahead and go to targetedarmy.org, log in and take a look around. We pushed out a major update last night. There's a lot there. Now, I want to be honest, I am new to this community. I spent years dealing with this on my own before I found others who understood. Chris has been amazing. He's been kind of my first friend in the community, or person that I've connected with and told my story, or that knows about me. I've kind of been in the background, and it's only been a few weeks that I've been joining you on podcasts. But I've been so encouraged. You guys have been great, encouraged me, gave me great feedback, and I'm thankful every day to be here and part of the community. And I want to contribute. The platform's just the beginning. I have so many more ideas for tools, resources, ways we can organize and make our voices heard, and I'm here for the long haul. So that's who I am, a targeted individual, a programmer, and now the founder of Targeted Army.
That's great. Targeted Army is a great website. I've been to it. take a task and you connect with your senator or whomever and get points, and you move up from different levels, like uh, beginner, and then there's captain, and there's uh, sergeant, and all these different levels that you get up to just by working on the website. You log in like you would anywhere else, and you contribute, and you'll make a difference. And it's all basically automated for you. It's very simple, and I used it myself.
Oh yeah, there's different types of campaigns. First, let me go ahead and explain, because I'm kind of going through my steps here, why I called it Target Army. It's not about violence. It's not about anything like that. It's about organization. Every successful movement in history has been organized, and this is a way for all of us to target together at one time, and that's where the power is really going to come in. Let me go ahead and go through some of those things here. Let's take a look here. Yeah, one person calling a congressional office gets ignored, but 100 people calling the same office on the same day about the same issue, that gets attention. Same thing with letters. We're going to have monthly campaigns that we do together. And that could be sending a letter, making phone calls, sending an email. When we come together as a group, that's when we're really going to be heard. Sporadic, one person sending it at a time, not having the same message, not being cohesive, and the messaging, that's when they ignore us. When we can come together and all focus on the same thing once a month, that's where the real action and power is going to come into play. Now, throughout the month, you're encouraged to go choose a campaign. There's different types of campaigns: letters, FAO requests, phone campaigns, email campaigns, social media campaigns. There's 271 campaigns right now that I've built with full scripts. So you know exactly what to print, what to say, whether it's on the phone or a letter or social media. I've used AI to help populate a majority of this. These are professional scripts that are going to make you sound like you have your stuff together, and that's important. So you can go choose campaigns throughout the month. It doesn't take long. Choose a letter campaign. There's a lot to choose from. Print it out, put a stamp on it, and mail it in. And if all of us do that, we'll choose a campaign each month that we'll all target. But throughout the month, go ahead and do it. You'll earn points, like Chris said, for everything that you do, whether it's social media, phone call, a letter, and rank up. I gamified the platform to make it more entertaining. Gamify means like the points and titles and the rank. So I made it kind of like a game to make it exciting. And it can become addicting. There's a really nice animation at the end after you complete a mission. It says congratulations, and a lot of fireworks and things happen to make it rewarding for you. So I put a lot into it, a lot of thought, and I could really use people to help me change things. I'm doing this to fight for my life, but I also want to help you fight for yours. And I feel like together, that's what it's going to take. It's going to take all of us doing this together. So I'm excited. I put a lot into it, and it's only been live for a couple weeks now. We have a couple hundred people that have signed up, and I just put out a new update last night, a major update. It seems to be going really well. So I'll go through some of the more tools if you'd like. I have a Congress zip lookup.
That would be great. That would be great.
Okay. I'll go through a few of these tools here. Congress zip lookup is pretty neat. It's a simple tool but important. You enter your 5-digit zip code, and it instantly gets you 2 U.S. senators and your House representative. It gives you their names, party affiliation, office phone numbers, mailing addresses, and links to their websites. Most Americans don't even know who represents them. It fixes that in about 5 seconds. And because there are the people who have the power to investigate these programs, these are the people that can hold hearings, demand answers, and pass legislation, and they work for you. You pay their salary, they need to hear from you. So step one, go to targetedarmy.org, use the Congress zip code lookup or zip lookup and find out who represents you. Save their numbers. You're going to need it. And you could probably find a campaign with them on the site. The second one is really neat. It's an AI-powered script generator. This one's pretty huge. How many of you have wanted to write a letter to Congress or an email to a journalist or a script for a phone call, but you just stared at a blank page? You didn't know what to say or how to say it? I built a tool that writes that for you. And this is powered by real artificial intelligence, OpenAI's API. You tell it what you need, and it generates a professional, well-written script. Here's how it works. You choose the type of script you want, letter, email, phone call script, or social media. Then you choose the tone, professional, assertive, urgent, emotional, formal, or friendly. Then you choose the topic focus, general awareness, requesting an investigation, supporting legislation, media coverage, or sharing your personal experience. And you can optionally add a target name like Senator John Smith or Director Christopher Wray. Then you hit generate. In a few seconds, you have a complete, ready-to-use professional letter or script. The script automatically references Targeted Army and Project Puppet, and they're written to be credible, professional, and persuasive. So no more staring at blank pages, no more wondering what to say. The AI writes it for you. All you have to do is put a stamp on it and send it. The next one, Email Blaster. This one's pretty key and really important. I've used it quite a bit lately. The third tool is the Email Blaster. It's a flagship tool. It's one that lets us apply real pressure. The Email Blaster lets you send mass email campaigns directly to congressional staff. Over the last year, I've spent a lot of time gathering over 2,600 personal email addresses of congressional staff members. So their scheduling coordinator, their top, I forget all the titles, but 2,600 staff members of the key Congress members. I've spent putting it together. So the Email Blaster lets you send mass campaigns directly to these staff members. First, you choose your audience. You have three options. Option one is Core Congress. Now, these 44 staff members of Core Congress are on the House Intelligence Committee and the Senate Intelligence Committee. These are the 44 that are over the NSA and the entities. So these 44 are key, and these are the ones that you see when you look through the campaigns. You're going to see a number of campaigns for Congress members. They're not just random Congress members. These 44 are the most important. They're over the NSA, over the FBI, the House Intelligence Committee, and the Senate Intelligence Committee. So you can choose those. It's 44 members and sends 149 emails. So let's take a look here. Yeah, the people who actually have the power to investigate these things. And option two is Random Congress. The system randomly selects 100 congressional staff members out of the 537 Congress members that are in the database. The second option will randomly select 100 emails for random Congress members. They're still important. Option three is custom list. You can go and paste in your own list of email addresses if you have specific targets. I won't say who, but lately I've been working with someone who has found tens of thousands of important emails that we've been working on getting out. There's recently a list of over 30,000 embassy, consulates, and missions all over the world, which I'm going to be putting into the system as well. Really important. And just recently, when was it? I just heard an update earlier today. We found over 9,000 emails to Lockheed Martin. So guerrilla tactics are what I'm using. You don't have to be involved if you don't want to, but I made the tools if you'd like to explore sending emails to places like the consulates and Lockheed Martin and whatnot. So here's where it's really neat. You connect your email account behind the scenes. You can use any SMTP server, just put in a username and password and mail server and connect. You can use Gmail, So you just press a couple buttons. It connects to your Gmail account. You can send about 500 emails a day. And also I set it up to also connect your Outlook account. So this is behind the scenes. It's completely secure. You can revoke access anytime. It's just a web application that connects to the back end and lets you send about 500 emails at a time per service. So if you wanted to, you could be blasting out 1,000 emails a day using this tool in about 15 minutes time. That's to Congress, Lockheed Martin, embassies, other entities. I've got another list that I've been working on cleaning, 31,000 emails. There was 21,000 of the FBI and 9,000 to DHS. I cleaned that list. I have about 15,000 to the FBI and about 7,000 to DHS. So I personally use guerrilla tactics. You may not be comfortable doing that, but if you did, if you are, look for it in the next week. I'm going to be adding the FBI, DHS, Lockheed Martin, the consulates, missions, and embassies, and you'll be able to use the email blaster tool to blast out to them. Now, some may not agree with it, but it gives you a professional letter. You have a choice. You can use a script generator. I'm going to put a script in there for you to use, but you can use a script generator and write your own. And it's just to make noise, get attention, let them know what Project Puppet is, let them know that we know, and let them know that we're fighting together. So that's something that I do a lot of, and if you want to take advantage, the email blaster tool is there for you to use. So
Great.
one person
can you tell us more about Project Puppet? Because that's a new term that not a lot of people have heard.
Okay, absolutely. Now, you may know if you are a targeted individual on the fullest level, and I'm talking about emotional manipulation, some physical manipulation, them making you say things, them fuzzing you to where your mind will go blank. The targeted on the highest level, they address it, and I'll be honest, I have a relationship with the guys that are over me. They call us puppets. When you're at that level, they call us puppets because it is like a puppet. They are pulling the strings. They can make people walk in certain directions. They can make you go do, they can make you say things. They can change your demeanor, your emotions. It is like a puppet, and they are so ballsy. They call us puppets when we are at that level. I'm at that level.
Gotcha.
And that's
Wow.
what they
Yeah. Yeah, that's
so
insane.
Yep. So I started projectpuppet.wordpress.com. You can also find it at puppet.blog. So puppet.blog.
And at maxrichards.com, Project Puppet, we have it on the website. It's in the chat room right now.
Oh yeah, there's a couple articles on Project Puppet. There's another one. I see somebody just put my personal website up there with an article written on Project Puppet. There's also another one. It's just maxisrichards.com/project-puppet. That's really a good one too. That one was maybe about 6 months old. So you can read maxisrichards.com to find out about Project Puppet. And it's just all the technology that they use, everything I've learned. And I also made puppet.blog a more professional website to send to Congress. So on puppet.blog, you'll find a congressional dossier, you'll find an international dossier, you'll find, my personal website's a black background, the ones for Congress and international, like the embassies, white background and a lot easier to read, a lot more professional. So you'll find information on Project Puppet, what it is, and it's basically, somebody asked the other night, and I know some of you may think this is crazy, can they see through your eyes? They absolutely can. They absolutely can. So
that is true. I know that for a fact in my case. Yes, go ahead.
So it's pretty crazy. The technology is out there, and I'm just wanting to spread the word and get everybody on the same page and see if we could make a difference by doing this together. My goal is going to be within the next year to get up to about 3,000 members. Now, not everybody is a victim of Project Puppet, but there are those that believe they're getting gang stalked and we need them on the team. So whether you're gang stalked or victim of Project Puppet, we need them. So the goal is going to be about 3,000. I'm figuring the monthly campaigns, if 10 to 20% will actually send the letter. Can you imagine? That's 300 to 600 letters being delivered to the same place every single month about Project Puppet. Now, what's really interesting, every single script, everything that you generate from the website will mention Project Puppet and Targeted Army. So it's already in there for you. Excuse me, they're
Very
not liking
good.
this.
I bet they're not. Yeah, my voice, my V2K was having a fit before I came on the air with you.
So if we can just get us all, and here's another thing too that I've learned, so I've been able to figure out. I'm 95% confident I know this. Where they operate Project Puppet is from U.S. Cyber Command, and I believe I even know the suite number, 4128. I have techniques I can use or that I use with the handlers, with the operators, that I can find out. They kind of panic a little if I guess at something. I'm able to guess certain things and find out based upon their reaction if it's true or not. And over months, I was able to figure out 4128. 95% certain on that, but I do believe it's at U.S. Cyber Command at Fort Meade. Now, at one time I believed what Targeted Justice said, and that it was at Space Force. I believe Space Force in Colorado Springs controls the targeting satellites. I do, but I believe Project Puppet, at least in my instance, my operators are running out of Fort Meade, U.S. Cyber Command. So they could be at multiple places, but I am very confident Fort Meade, U.S. Cyber Command, and I've come to kind of at least guess and get reactions that led me to believe that it's even suite number 4128. So 1 month, the campaigns are actually going to be a letter to U.S. Cyber Command suite 4128, 300 to 600 of them, just to see what happens. If I can get 10 to 20% to actually send it. The other letters are going to be to the FBI, to the NSA, CIA, just anyone to let them know that we know. So I don't know exactly what's going to stop it, but I do know if we do this every month, if we're doing this constantly, the term Project Puppet is going to be known because it's known internally. That's what they call it, puppets and Project Puppet. They know what that means. I'm hoping it makes a difference. I'm hoping it makes a change. MK Ultra was exposed because of fail requests and people asking questions. Fail requests in Congress. So if we create enough noise to Congress and the entities, I'm hoping that it scares them enough or there's enough action to get it shut down. That's the best I can do. That's the only thing I do know to do. And I think if we all do it together, that's our best hope. That's our best hope. It's in addition to what Targeted Justice is doing, lawsuits and things like that. I think if we all reach out and make noise, that's the best. That's the best we can do. So, speaking of fail requests, the fifth tool, I've built a FOIA, Freedom of Information Act request generator. And if these agencies have files on you, and let's be honest, they do, you have the legal right to request them. But most people don't know how to write a proper fail request. So I built a step-by-step wizard that does it for you. You choose the agency. The tool is pre-configured for the FBI, CIA, NSA, Department of Defense, and even DARPA. You enter your personal information, your name, your date of birth, address, and email, which we don't keep it. I don't ever see it. It's not stored anywhere. And you choose whether you want to submit it online or through the agency's portal or by mail. Then the system generates a complete, properly formatted, professional FAO request letter. It includes everything the agency requires. And if you choose online submission, it gives you the link to the portal. If you choose mail, it gives you the mailing address. All you have to do is copy the letter, print it, and mail it off. It costs you 75 cents or a stamp. The agencies are legally required to respond within 20 business days, though it often takes longer, but the point is they have to respond. They have to acknowledge your request on the record. So if enough of us file FAO requests, we create a paper trail. We force them to respond. And again, it mentions Project Puppet and the request. So we make them acknowledge that people are asking questions. So that's a really cool one. It's only going to cost you 75 cents, or you can use the online portal. I would do both. I will mention that I do have an active lawsuit against the NSA right now in federal court. It's Richards versus National Security Agency. I filed 2 federal lawsuits. One was thrown out for being delusional. The other is a FAO request lawsuit, which was accepted, is active, and is ongoing. So they ignored my FAO request, and I did sue them in federal court. I do have an active case. You can search it by Richards versus National Security Agency. I'm taking them to court for denying my request to see my whatever records they have. I'll let you know how it turns out. But and the one that was thrown out was a lot of details on Project Puppet. I expected them to throw it out, but at least it's on the record. At least people can research the case, see what I was claiming, and 20 years from now when this is exposed, lawyers who are doing research on this and seeing who sued the NSA can find that case and all the facts that I included in the lawsuit. So you can sue. I'm able to sue for free because I don't make a lot of money. If you do not make a lot of money, you can actually waive the $400 filing fee. It's at their discretion. You just tell them that you don't make enough money, you can't afford it. You can sue for free in federal court if you are poor. That's great. Just because you don't have money does not mean you are not able to use the federal or use the court system. You can also do that in state court. The court system is not for the rich or not for those that can afford it. Even if you don't have the money, you can still sue in court, and I've done so successfully twice now in federal court. So keep that in mind. If they ignore your FAO request, sue them in federal court. I'll show you what worked for me. The judge and everybody looked at it and proceeded. They have until January 13th to come up with their defense. So I'll let everybody know how it goes. But the FAO request generator, that's going to create your paper trail. That's going to make them have to answer. And if they don't, you can sue them. So speaking of that, the evidence system, the tool number 7. The 7th tool is the evidence system. You can upload and document your gang stalking or experiences, describe what's happening to you, upload files if you have recordings or other evidence. The more we document together, the stronger our collective case becomes. One person's testimony is easy to dismiss, but if hundreds of people document similar experiences, that's a pattern, that's evidence. So the evidence tool is really neat, and you can record the timestamp, what type of experience it was, whether it was gang stalking or a direct energy attack, the location. There's even a technical panel where you can record any recordings that you have, RF or EMF frequencies that are around you. You can record if it affected your cell phone, and of course the attachments. You can upload recordings, and it puts it in a nice list for you, and you can export that list to Excel. So I made it really easy for you to log in and record evidence in the evidence tracker. Now, the DA tool, the community itself, I pushed out a big update last night. the public chat room or the community chat room, and the messaging system I put a lot into. You can send pictures, attachments, basically just like the one here on free conference call. There's emojis, there's file attachments, so you can send screenshots and whatnot. You can see who's active on the site. So there's a chat button, a chat panel. Go ahead and push that, and you can see who's on the site in real time, talk to people, and communicate. So you can create a profile, send direct messages, chat rooms. There's a leaderboard showing you who's contributing the most. We talked about the point system, and that's just a way to recognize the people that are putting in the work. You can see their points, how many missions they've accomplished. And for a lot of us, this is the first time we've had a real community, people who understand, work together, and believe us. And I'm really encouraged that in the last 2 weeks, we have about 200 people now, and that's only going to grow. So, all right. We talked about strategy. Yeah, that's true. MK Ultra was exposed because of persistent failure requests. One researcher kept filing requests for years until documents were found. And that's how the truth comes out. Grassroots pressure. And I'm not sure if you're aware, but other countries are already taking action. Chile recently passed neural rights legislation, and other countries are drafting laws too. And so the world is waking up. And if we really focus on getting this out there, Project Puppet, and letting them know, you don't know how many emails I've sent to other nations, to embassies, consulates, and letting them know about Project Puppet. My website's received thousands of visits from all over the world. China, I mean, you name it, everybody. I'm making everybody aware of Project Puppet and what they're doing. I am very big into guerrilla tactics. I don't mind mass mailing. I've called, so you talk at NVIDIA, all the major tech companies, all the largest companies in the world. I've sent emails to them. I've created ways to find legitimate emails, letting them know about intellectual property theft and Project Puppet. So I've let everybody know, whether it's countries, private sector, Congress. The term Project Puppet is starting to be known. They're knowing it as Project Puppet. And if we all use that same term, which it describes exactly where they're heading, what they're doing, I feel like that's important. That's important. So puppet.blog is there for the world to see. So here's what I need if you want to help. Right now, go to Targeted Army. You can sign up. It's completely free. Set your profile. You'll see we have a lot of people from all over the world. So you'll choose your country and put in your email. It doesn't request any personal information like your address or anything like that. You choose a display name. So if you don't want to use your real name, you don't have to. We're not after your private information. So, and start using the tools. Look up Congress members, generate a script. If nothing else, there's social media campaigns. Post on X, post on Facebook. Let them know about Targeted Army or Project Puppet, puppet.blog. And you'll get points. You'll rank up. If nothing else, that's what we can use your help with. Getting the word out. It's important that we're all on the same page about what we call it and getting the word out. If nothing else, if you don't feel comfortable with Project Puppet, maybe you're just being gang stalked, tell people about Targeted Army. You can choose a campaign to create a social media post. Post it, copy and paste it, post it, click complete mission, and it's recorded. People can see that you contributed, and that's what we really need. We need as many as possible. So start using the tools, create a failure request, it makes it easy for you. I'm available 24/7. This is what I do. So hit me up in the chat room. Send me an email. I reply to every email that is sent to me. People are telling me about their experiences. They're asking how they can help. I reply to every email. Email me or hit me up on the website through the chat system, and I can help you. If you have questions on how to do the fail request or questions on the letter, let's brainstorm.
Do you have
Let's talk about
do you have an email? Somebody wants your email address. Do you have one?
Yes, it's Maxis, Maxis, at targetedarmy.org. So email me any. Let's collaborate. Let's brainstorm. Maxis at targetedarmy.org. I'm here for the community. I have nothing else to do with my life other than fight this. I'm in a position where I live very cheap, and my living expenses are very cheap, so I can do this 24 hours a day. So I'm here for the community. I'm here for the long haul to get this shut down, and Targeted Army is where I'm at. So yeah, hit me up 24/7. I've got nothing else to do but be here for you.
Okay, great. Let's take a quick brief break and listen to a message from our friends at TI Events. So please stand by, and then we'll have a couple more discussions and then take questions from the audience. Here we go.
Jamie, being a targeted individual is so isolating. I don't know who to trust or where to turn.
I totally get it, Alex. That's how I felt too, until I found TIEvents.org.
TIEvents.org? What's that?
It's a site that lists everything for TIs. Conference calls, webinars, in-person events, support groups, meetups, and more. There's something happening every day.
Well, that's exactly what I need. Real support from people who understand.
You'll find it all at TIEvents.org. It's been a game changer for me.
TIEvents.org, your one-stop source for all targeted individual events. Visit today and connect with your community.
That's TIEvents.org. Now back to our conversation with Maxis about TargetedArmy.org. Do you have anything else you'd like to add to your interview?
Just that, again, I am somewhat new to the community. You don't know me yet, but I want you to. If you ever need somebody to talk to or want to collaborate on a mission, that's what I'm here for. I'm excited to meet more of you and really work together on this. I think it's important for us to come together, and I'm really hoping that the platform does that. It creates a cohesive direction for us to follow, and I'm here for you. So if you're stressed out, you're dealing with V2K, you just need a distraction, I don't mind getting on the phone with you. I don't mind getting in chat with you, and I want to be here. So thank you for having me on.
You're welcome. Let's go to the audience and see what they say.
Sure.
Okay, here we go. And we're going to mute everybody, and then *6 if you'd like to ask Maxis a question. Here we go. Okay, we're interviewing with TargetedArmy.org, and it's question and answer time. So do you have a question for our audience, or our guests? Please come on in.
Hello, yes. This is Alan from Salem.
Hello, Alan. Come on in.
Hi, DJ Chris. Thank you. It's very helpful and informative. I might have missed it. Was there the website or the site that he was talking about, whether email or just what his website is? Was there a particular website to look up?
TargetedArmy.org. O-R-G.
That's it. Okay. All right.
Sorry about that. I got put on mute. Yes, TargetedArmy.org.
Okay. Thank you for all your efforts in this. This is wonderful.
Oh, yeah. I'm really excited to have you guys take a look around. Again, there's over 271 campaigns with professional scripts, letters, social media posts, emails you can send. There's a ton of automation tools, email blaster. You can accept missions, mark them complete, rank up and get points. There's a lot that was put into this. So I'm really excited to have you guys get in there and take a look around.
Well, thank you. Thank you very much, and you and DJ Chris for having this chat and giving us information like this. I appreciate it.
You got it.
Thank you, Alan. Next question in line for Targeted Army.
Yes, this is Charlie.
Charlie, come on in.
Bail request, is that what you said? What's the
bail request? FAIL, Freedom of Information Act. I call it FAIL request, Freedom of Information Act request.
Oh, okay.
There's a request generator, yeah. So,
okay.
You know, there might be other scripts out there, but these are, press a couple buttons and you've got a request tailored to one of the entities, even including DARPA. So NSA, CIA, FBI, Department of Defense, and DARPA. You can export it to Microsoft Word. You can export it to PDF, or use the online portal. Print it, put a stamp on it, and you're good to go. So that's what's great about these. Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, okay. Sounds good, because years ago I've requested FOIA in the past, and it came up blank basically. Also, I've been to Chile, and you mentioned about the rights, the neural rights, and I think it's a joke down there. When I was down there, they were just reading my mind, so they didn't really abide by it in Chile. You know, that neural rights bill or law that they have there. So I just want to let you know about that. Also, how would you know that you're being manipulated? You said we're being, the puppet. We're being manipulated, and they call us puppets, right? Can you elaborate on that? How would we know that?
It took me a while. It took me a while to understand. So I have my baseline. I'm naturally a very happy, loving, calm, optimistic person. So that's my baseline. I know that about me. And it took me a while to figure this out, how to understand what they were doing. So I know every day I've been this way since I was a teenager. Just optimistic and happy. I don't have any stresses in life. I know what things are bothering me. So knowing them manipulating me, my emotions, they can increase my aggravation significantly. So knowing your baseline, and then finding out or seeing something that is not normal, especially with aggravation, they can do that. That's what works for me.
Yeah, the targeting comes along with that, right? I mean, they're always gang stalking you or doing other things to you, to break-ins or to pull your chain. So it's hard to tell whether or not you're being manipulated or they're actually, or it's actually yourself that's doing that. I guess you got to just keep your emotions under control no matter what, right?
Yeah, luckily for the last, 6 months or so, I've not had the issue of gang stalking since I'm very secluded, keep to myself, always behind my computer and in my apartment. So I haven't had the issues of being gang stalked. But just the emotional manipulation, the mental manipulation, V2K, yeah, that's what I deal with. That's what keeps me grounded.
Do you get the break-ins? I get constantly, recently it's kind of curtailed, but do you get the break-ins?
Well, I never leave my house. I mean, I rarely leave. So I've not had one here at this location. When I was on the street, they had other puppets around me at all times. I was on the streets of Portland, and that's a big hotbed for puppets, especially in the streets. And this was in 2021, 2022, a hotbed, and they had puppets there who knew about the program, knew they were puppets, knew other people were talking to them in their mind. And but that's been years since I've dealt with gang stalking or puppets, and hasn't been recent. But I can see that as a real issue.
In the past, in the middle of the night, they've broken in when I'm sleeping. So I don't know if you've had that happen to you, but probably not. All right. Well, thank you very much for what you do.
Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that.
It's okay. It just comes with. I'm used to it now. I just got to be on guard all the time. I appreciate what you're doing. And I'll definitely sign up. It sounds like.
I appreciate that. Yeah, it's a great site. I signed up too. Maybe I'll meet you in the chat room. Next question for Maxis on TargetedArmy.org. Come on in.
There's any, if you don't mind if I can ask you for your phone number, Max?
I'm sorry, I had a hard time hearing. But did you ask for a phone number?
Yes.
Yeah, I don't mind. If you send me an email, it might be best if you send me an email at Maxis@TargetedArmy, and I'll reply back with my phone number.
Maxis Target?
Maxis@TargetedArmy.org, and I will reply back with my phone number. Yeah, just email me at Maxis@TargetedArmy.org, and I'll give you my phone number. I don't mind getting on the call with you and talking about what I know or seeing if I can help you.
Okay, thank you. It's MAXES.
Let me go ahead and put it in chat. MAXIS. Maxis@TargetedArmy. All right, I put it in the chat. Maxis@TargetedArmy.org. MAXIS.
That goes for people listening to this on Spotify and watching it on your preferred platform. If you need to contact him, send him an email, please. And check out TargetedArmy.org. Any more questions for Maxis? Please come in.
I don't have a question, but I'd like to make a statement. I think it's awesome idea. It's an awesome idea. I called someone local here the other day to try to get help with phone numbers I could call within the government. And I was telling this person about it. I don't want to say the name or anything or what department because I don't want to get them involved in it. But this person was saying that they're being paid. They're definitely being paid to do this by someone. And she says it's very effective because they work in a large group. They're extremely organized. And she's saying that if you have that many people in our community, we need to band together and fight back in a large group, just like they're doing, and call every agency you could possibly contact. That's the only way we're going to get out of this.
That's exactly what we're doing. Absolutely.
Thank you for that. Thank you.
I'll be signing up.
Thank you. Next question from Maxis and Targeted West. Any more questions for our guest?
Yes, DJ Chris, this is Alan again from Salem. I was wondering, I'm an Oregonian myself in Salem, and have you found that outside gatherings work pretty good as far as getting the word out? Like they had the Yellow Free rally in Portland, and the Washington D.C. And do you think the outside rallies work good?
Well, I mean, I guess the ones in D.C., the most you could hope for is a congressman driving by to see you out there and then remembering what your sign said. I think it's better if you can get in their email box and get a hold of their staff, and enough of you saying the same thing is going to get it in front of the congressman. I think better than being on the street corner hoping they drive by. So I'm not saying that we shouldn't do that. I think that's one of many things, but I would not depend just on being in Washington D.C. on the corner.
Okay.
Yeah, but don't discourage it.
Thank you for your question. Next question for Maxis. Come on in. Okay, well, I guess that covers everybody. Thank you for the interview. That was great. We had a very good session, and this will be out on recording for tomorrow. It'll be everywhere on my X account and beyond, so look for it. Thank you, Maxis, for the interview.
Thanks, guys. I appreciate being on.
You're welcome. Next, we're going to go to the book club, and I'll do the introduction. The book club is, of course, our main thing here. We get together in a forum where we can exchange information about books. Here we go.
It's time for the TI Book Club, where every book opens a door to new worlds and shared journeys. Here, we uncover hidden gems, specially selected for TIs, and always within your reach. Be part of a community that reads together, grows together, and sees the world through the same lens. Don't just listen to stories, live them with us. Join now at bookclubs.com/TIBookClub/join, and let's turn the pages of adventure together.
Well, thank you. It's 219 members strong, the TI Book Club on bookclubs.com. This book this week is Black 911, Money, Motive, and Technology. This is about 9/11. We give it an 8. It's a very good book that details the background of that event and all the really interesting details, like how incredibly well they flew those planes and even updated the automatic service to keep the plane going. They updated all the directions and everything all by themselves. So it's a very good book that gets really into the details. Check it out. The book club meets every Sunday at 6:45 p.m. If anybody has any questions, that's great. Otherwise, we're going to go ahead and see if anybody else has any questions for Maxis. That concludes the book club. Anyway, again, it's Black 911. It's the book of the week, and that's what I'm reading right now.
DJ, this is Anthony. May I make an announcement about my book club?
Absolutely, yes.
Thank you. Hi, this is Anthony Medina, and my book club is the Panopticon, and this is the book we're reading. It's called Political Ponerology. It's about the science of evil and psychopathy and the origins of totalitarianism. And our call is with my call is with Regina, and we are Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday at 8 o'clock Eastern, and that's 5 o'clock Pacific, 8 o'clock Eastern. And we're going to be reading Political Ponerology, The Science of Evil, Psychopathy, and the Origins of Totalitarianism by Andrew Lobaczewski.
I read that book. It's good. Mm-hmm. Very good. I'll drop by for that. Yeah, it's a good book. I had it in the book club also. Matter of fact, it was your recommendation. And I appreciate you helping me with my book club. And it's good to have a lot of book clubs because it keeps everybody going, and it's healthy to have that. And there's the book right there in the cover for everybody to look at.
And again, that's called my call is called Panopticon. And it's every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. And I invite everybody to come out.
Okay, very good. Thank you, Anthony. Thank you for watching on your favorite platform. Please like, subscribe, and make a comment. I read everything on there. Sometimes I get back to you. Sometimes I don't. But I read them all. And we have several eyes on several platforms watching us and ears listening on Spotify, So we really appreciate that. We record every week so that you can join us. If you missed the call, you can just pop in and listen to it on recording. So we appreciate that. Also, the new mix is out. If you're into DJ mixes, go to Mixcloud/Mixtracks and check out my DJ mixes. I use those to reduce V2K, and it helps me so I can read books. So I have some music in the background because my V2K goes on constantly trying to ruin everything. They want you a dead dummy in the back room, not doing anything. So the harder you work, the harder they fight back. Don't forget, on January 18th, 2026, Kathy O'Brien will be here to talk about her book, Resolutions. It'll be an interview, so check that out. That will be January 18th. We're also having the gentleman, Dominic Halpin, who made that film that's, I can't remember the name at the moment, but he's great, and he'll be on in February. So we'll have a full year. So next year's looking good. So the best is yet to come, like Frank Sinatra sings. I really appreciate your time and effort. And, of course, you can email me if you want to contact me anytime at djchris@targetedwest.com, and I get back with you that day usually. Anybody have any comments from the show?
Yeah, Chris, it's just me again, Alan. I was wondering what's the best way, like if you want to send a payment to whether it's TJ or PAX, is it just the ones, everything's current if you want to send money to them?
Yeah, they both have 503c accreditation, so they can take money, of course. Yeah, if you go to Targeted Justice, there's a place to donate, and the same way with PAX, there's a donate button.
Okay, thank you.
And there's Marcus. Marcus, I can't believe it. You're there. Look at you on the camera and everything.
Hi, Chris. Thank you for saying my name. It's been a night. 2 nights ago, I thought I was going to die from the gang stalking. It was so bad.
Sorry to hear that, but you made it. You survived.
Yeah, I'm still here. I'm happy to be here. Like, I got a good sense of humor, like you do. And thank you for hosting this call. But the targeting for me has been pretty horrific. It's been awful, terrible. It's just been a lot of struggle.
I bet it has been. Well, you come here to Targeted West, and we take care of you and listen to you and don't shun you. So you're good to go,
yeah,
Marcus.
Yes, thank you, Chris. So what's on the agenda tonight?
Well, we just interviewed a gentleman with TargetedArmy.org. So when you have a chance, go to TargetedArmy.org and sign up and join the new movement here. And then, of course, it's open mic after I turn the recording off, which I'm going to do now. So thank you for watching and listening on your favorite platform. Please like and subscribe, like I said earlier. Thank you, and we'll be back next week. I think we have another guest next week. I'm not quite sure who it is yet, but we're good to go. Thank you for listening and watching.